100 days of incremental, consistent inputs is far greater than your one hit wonder. It will beat it every single time. It will beat it every single time. January 22nd of 2026, I started posting videos every single day here on YouTube. And when I started, my goal was to just do it for 100 days. Well, today is video, I think 143, something like that. About 80 days ago, around video 60 or so, I decided that I was going to just go ahead and do 1,000 videos in 1,000 days. And saying it is one thing, being still in the 100s is another. But who I have become, how I've merged this daily commitment into who I am, just like I do with brushing my teeth, is exactly what building long sustaining habits is. It's not about having this perfect plan. Trust me, I have edited and uploaded videos in the last hour, but I've still committed to it. It's not about the perfection, it's about the consistency. So if you are a perfectionist and you think that's one of your greatest attributes, that is nothing wrong with it. I'm not going to tell you to stop loving the details. I'm not going to tell you to stop obsessing about the details, because the people who obsess about the details make things special. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a step above that, where you are paralyzed by your need to be perfect. You want to appear perfect. You want everything to be perfect. You want everything to be in its perfect place. But there's this thing called minimum viable product. If you've never created a physical product before, a digital product before, minimum viable product is your first product that you put out to market to sell, essentially. And it does not have all the bells and whistles. Think iPhone number one, right? iPhone 1, which we never even seen come to the light of day, because iPhone 3 was technically the first one that was put out to the public. But iPhone 1 was the first iteration that Steve Jobs and his team created, and it was their MVP, their minimum viable product. Okay. It was obviously not good enough, so they went through iteration 1 and 2. But as far as what we know, the MVP, or the minimum viable product, was iPhone 3, which I think came out in 2007, right? So what can you do? And iPhone 3, when it came out, revolutionized the entire like cell phone market. Like Burberry, BlackBerry was the phone of choice. It was the businessman's phone. It was like, it had a full keyboard. If you under like if you were born after probably like 95, 96, you may not know what I'm talking about. It may sound ancient, but look it up. BlackBerry was like the phone of choice. It was no iPhone. Apple was the computer company, right? Since that day, almost 20 years ago, literally almost 20 years ago, most of us can't even recall what the phone market was. It wasn't even a smartphone at the time. What the cell phone market was, because Apple just iPhone 3 to now what iPhone 17 has come and changed the game from the brand recognition in every which way. But it started with the iPhone 3. iPhone 3 did not have FaceTime. iPhone 3 did not have all the apps and connectivities. And iPhone 3 did not have this high definition camera, a front camera at that. It was small. I literally still have actually, no, my first iPhone was iPhone 4, but I literally still have it. And it's like a fraction of the size of my iPhone Pro Max, right? And it had a home button, and it was just different, but it was good enough to go to market and over time build this cult-like following of Apple users. That the competition toward Apple is not even the quality of the phone anymore, it's the brand. Because Android has a lot of phones that have much higher quality cameras, and they can like customize their phone. But the strength of the brand that is Apple in the iPhone, it's the competitor. It's the top competitor. Those are the top competitors, right? Okay, so what was I talking about? I went all in. I really used to study business. I still do, kind of. So I'm like really interested in these things. But nonetheless, your MVP. What can you do every day that may not be perfect, but you can put it out there? And what you're going to be doing is getting better over time. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency, right? iPhone 3 to iPhone 17 consistently improved, right? It consistently improved over time. It wasn't perfect, it's still not perfect. I'm pretty sure we're going to have iPhone 50. That's how strong the brand is, right? But for now, we're happy with iPhone 17. Most of us are. All right? So that's what you have to think about when you set out to accomplish something. Don't worry about having all of the details figured out in the beginning. And I know if you are a type A perfectionist, what I'm saying to you, I might as well say want, want, want. That's probably what you hear, right? But you're smarter than that. And you know this. And if you want everything to be perfect when you start, you're leaving no room for you to grow, right? And you might be thinking, like, I can grow in private, I can grow while I work this. But the thing is, you don't know what the thing is that you want to put out is even going to be received. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just in your mind based only off of what you think, in your opinion. So I want you, my perfectionists, my type A's, the detail divas, right? You are like detail oriented, plus a perfectionist. I want you to just think about this. If you do something for a long enough period of time and incrementally get better, say 100 days, versus coming out on day one thinking that what you have to offer or share is the best, but you don't have any data over that time period because you came out from 0 to 100. But there's no data, there's no incremental growth, there's no time to pivot because you came out what you feel is the most perfect. And what you were doing was working behind the scenes, perfecting it based off your opinion, never having time to reiterate based off of the truth of the collective, right? So 100 days of incremental, consistent inputs is far greater than your one hit wonder. It will beat it every single time. It will beat it every single time. So, do you want to be competitive, or do you just want to be, I'm going to wait to the exact perfect timing? Well, this is the thing. Unfortunately, we don't know how much time we have here. So I want you to enjoy as much of it as you can. Right? So I want you to maximize the time that you do have and just put it out there. If you're considering doing the YouTube challenge where you're posting daily, record your video and put it out there. If you're considering changing your health and wellness because you are interested in longevity and living a good long life, not just a long life, go for a walk every day. If you're interested in building a business, sell something first. Don't worry about the website. Don't worry about the logo. Sell something first. See if what you think people want is what people want. Not the name of the business, the actual product. Put it out there sooner than later so that you can get the feedback necessary to continue on to building something better and better. Just like Apple did, just like every single company that has stood the test of time. Stood the test of time. Stood the test of time. So for you, that's 100 days, 1,000 days, 100 years. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I can't wait to see what you put out there. If you've been here before, thank you so much for returning. If you haven't and you're new here, my name is Spivey J, and on my channel we talk about mindset mastery so that we can transform our life, so that we can get more fulfillment out of this life. So if you're interested and you would like to help me grow this channel, I would truly appreciate it if you just click that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. In the meantime, in between time, my name is Spivey J, and I really do hope you have a beautiful day. All right, peace.